What's up, my people? I want to talk to you real quick about brokerage accounts. That's what you're going to need if you want to invest outside of your retirement accounts. And before you go run off and sign up for one, there's a few things you want to know about, and that's what we're going to dive into in this video. Plus, I'm going to jump on a computer so we can actually go through the steps so you can see what's involved in opening up one of these accounts. Welcome to the channel. My name is Diamond, and this is the place where personal finance intersects with the real world to help you achieve your financial goals, and that includes investing. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to click the subscribe button so that you can join the community, and let's jump right in. When you want to go out and buy a share of Apple, Amazon, or Tesla, or heck, maybe you want a little piece of every company out there through an index fund, you don't go to these companies and purchase these shares directly from them. You need a middleman to act on your behalf. And that's what a brokerage account is. It's an account that you open with a brokerage firm or an investment company so that they can go out and execute your orders. So they work like this. You open an account and then you deposit some money. Once the money is in the account, now you have the ability to submit your orders. So if you want to buy 5 shares of Tesla, all you need is enough money to pay for 5 shares. You submit the order and then boom, you now own a piece of Tesla. Now there's a few type of brokerage accounts and brokerage firms out there. The first type is going to be your full service firm. Maybe you talk to someone and ask them, hey, how's your portfolio doing? And they was like, I don't know, I got a guy, he handles all that. That's most likely a full service brokerage firm where you're assigned a financial advisor and you turn your money over to them and they execute orders on your behalf. They're managing your money, your portfolio for you. Now, if you're wise, you're being very cautious and you're tracking what they're doing so that you know where all the money is moving and you know what's going on in that account. But you have a professional that's there doing things for you and guiding you through the process. Another type that's out there is your discount brokers. And this is going to be more for your do-it-yourself investors, like you and I. We want to get a little more hands-on in our investments. And we don't mind if we need to ask a question or find out some new information, but for the most part, we want to be in control of what's going on with our money, and we want to pick and choose our investments, choose when to go in, how long to hold them, and when to get out. This is going to be your discount brokers, and this is probably the most popular type that's out there. You've probably heard of some of these discount brokers, things like Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, T. Rowe Price. These are companies who offer discount services as well as some full range services. The last type of brokerage firm is the newest kid on the block. This is your online brokers. And this is where you can download an app, open an account, and now from your cell phone, you're buying and selling stocks through your brokerage account. And these are things like Webull, M1 Finance, Acorn, Robinhood. The list goes on and on and on. But before you go run off and open these accounts, there's a few things you need to know about brokerage accounts. The first thing you need to know is that these accounts are outside of retirement accounts. So when you want to invest in retirement, you're going to look for things through your employer like a 401k or a 403b. Or outside of your employer, you're going to invest in things like a IRA. And if you're self-employed, that's a SEP IRA or a simple IRA. But those are your retirement accounts. A brokerage account is in addition to those, and they're completely separate, and the rules are different. The biggest thing you need to know about brokerage accounts is that they are taxed differently than your retirement accounts. Most retirement accounts have some type of tax advantage to them. That's why they're retirement accounts. But when you open a brokerage account, it's not protected by the same rules. Money made in a brokerage account is subject to capital gains tax. And there's 2 types of capital gains. You have short-term and long-term. Short-term is those gains that are made on investments that you have bought and sold within 1 year. And they're taxed at the same rate as your effective tax rate. So if your effective tax rate is 30%, you can expect to pay 30% on all the gains you made that fall within the short-term capital gains window. Now, a long-term capital gains is going to be those investments that you hold on to for a year or longer. And generally speaking, your long-term capital gains rate is going to be 15%. So when you hear people telling you about the best stocks to buy and dividend investing and all this different stuff, a lot of times you don't hear them talking about the tax implications of those accounts. And if you open a brokerage account, yeah, it's as easy as downloading the app and getting money in there and start buying and selling. but you have to be careful and understand that that money will be taxed, which is not a problem as long as you understand that going into it. Now, how do you choose which brokerage firm to open your brokerage account with? Because there's literally hundreds of brokerage firms out there. That's going to depend on what is your goals with your investment. What are you planning on investing in? Because if you want to be a day trader, you're going to open an account with a different company than a person who wants to buy and hold mutual funds or ETFs, because the cost is different and the research and tools you need at your fingertips is going to be completely different between a buy and hold investor and a day trader. And even if you're a buy and hold investor and all you want to invest in is index funds, there's still some things that you're going to need to look at between these different brokerage firms so that you make sure that you're getting the best deal possible. For example, it would make sense if you wanted to buy Fidelity funds and you opened a brokerage account with Fidelity, you can buy any of their funds at little to no cost. But what if you want to buy some Vanguard funds within your Fidelity? Or maybe you want some T. Rowe Price or Charles Schwab. What is that going to cost you? And that's the type of research you want to look at. Like I know, for example, if I have a Vanguard account, it's cheaper for me to buy Fidelity funds through Vanguard than it is for me to buy Vanguard funds through Fidelity. And that's the type of things that you want to be researching when you're looking at these different investment companies. So knowing what you want to buy before you ever open an account is going to be crucial in making the right decision off the bat. You want to limit the number of brokerage accounts you have down to as small a number as possible. I'm talking 1, maybe 2. You don't want to have 4 or 5 online brokerage accounts plus 4 different apps going on your phone, because that's going to make it a nightmare for you at tax time, because you're going to get a statement from each one of these companies, and now you're reporting all your transactions from each one of these companies in your taxes. And it's just no need to do that anymore, because now through one brokerage account, you can buy hundreds of funds from different investment companies. And a lot of these come with no transaction fees, which means if you want to buy a third party's fund, you don't have to pay any extra money. So if I have a Vanguard account and I want to buy a T. Rowe Price fund, I don't have to pay anything extra to do that. So there's no need for me to open another brokerage account over at T. Rowe Price. It's really only 3 steps to opening a brokerage account. So let's jump on the computer so I can show you what that looks like, and then we'll come back here to wrap it up. For this example, we're going to open a brokerage account with Vanguard. So once you're on their site, you click on Personal Investor. From here at the top, you just click on Open Account. And from here, you're going to select New Account, or if you're moving a brokerage account to Vanguard, you would select Begin My Transfer. But for now, we're going to open a new account. Here's asking, how are you going to fund a new account? And for this, we're going to use an electronic transfer from our bank. Click Continue. And if you already have a Vanguard account, you can click here and all your personal information will be pre-filled. But for now, we're going to say, no, I'm new here. And the account process is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Choose your account type, complete the online application, and wait for the confirmation. And what you need is your routing number for your bank and your current employer's information. So I'll click Continue here. And on step 1, it says, tell us about you. Why are you investing? And since we're doing a brokerage account, this will be a general savings account. And you select whether you want to have this as an individual account, a joint account, or are you doing it in the name of a trust. For now, we'll hit individual, click Continue. And what is your primary investing goals? And this will be up to you, but for this one, we're going to say we're looking to grow our money and we're looking to generate income off of it at some point. And the source of your funds is self-explanatory. For this one, we're going to say it's just coming from our regular salary, and you click Continue. Now at this point, I'll stop here, but here you can see they're asking you to put in your personal information, your name, date of birth, social security number, email. And once you click Continue here, you're just going to enter your bank account information in step 2, review and sign your documents, and sign up for web access. And the 5th step is to confirm everything and wait for that confirmation. And it's just that simple to sign up and create a brokerage account. As you can see, it's not that difficult to open a brokerage account. And I've already talked about the taxes on those accounts. But I want to leave you with one more tip. And that tip is to make sure that your retirement is on track. and you're utilizing your retirement vehicles. And the reason for that is because those accounts have some type of tax advantage, meaning you're either saving money on your taxes now, or you're paying taxes on that money today, but the growth is tax-free, and you're going to be able to pull that money out without paying taxes in the future. So it's important to make sure that your retirement is on track before you start investing in your brokerage account. Now, I know a lot of people say they don't want to wait to retirement because most retirement accounts have some type of age restriction on it. Most commonly, that's 59 and a half. And a lot of people say, I don't want to wait till I'm 59 and a half or 60 years old to retire. But it makes a lot of sense to make sure that your days from 59 or 60 years old until death is squared away and paid for by funding those retirement accounts before you worry about being able to take care of yourself between now and 59 and a half. So that's why I always recommend people have their retirement on track before you start working on your brokerage account. If you got value out this video, if you learned something from this video, then let me know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more investment videos just like this. And if you want to invest, but you're sitting there thinking, I would love to do all this, but my debt is in the way. If that's you, then I want you to click on this playlist right here that's talking all about how to get out of debt using real world, no nonsense advice. And until next time, I'm Diamond. Peace. A lot of people mistakenly believe that if they make enough money in their life, they'll be able to retire. The truth is, you have to invest the money you make, and that is how you retire.